have had quite the morning. It is Halloween, okay? So we've got a big day ahead. Woke up, Palo Alto, had a long night yesterday, long day. You might be thinking, okay, well, it's Halloween. What are you doing, Will? You're in a tank top. You're in San Francisco. What's the game plan here? So the game plan for this stream is we're going on a little adventure to kick things off. This is actually going to be our first. This is uncharted territory that you guys are about to witness. Uncharted. We don't know what's going to happen because right now we are on our way to a gym. I don't know exactly where it is. I looked at a map previously, so I'm looking for a Polk Street. And then once we hit Polk, then I think I got to walk like 6 blocks, but we don't have access to the map because we got to keep this stream live. And yeah, we're going to go, and this is also going to be big for us because this is going to be the first time we're hitting a lift on stream. You know, we've gone and done some recordings, stuff at the gym. Going to be putting out some more gym content, but this is our first time actually trying to stream it. So we'll see if we can find Polk, get to the right street, and then from there, I'm going to be hitting a lift. This is actually good though, because I feel like we're getting some cardio in. I've also never been to this gym, so hopefully they're okay with the filming. We've got the Insta360 going, and we've got the stream. We might need to finesse a little. We'll see. Last night, hopped off stream for a while before the stuff I'm about to tell you, but all this stuff that I'm about to tell you, some of it we got on Insta360, some of it we didn't. Hopefully we'll end up posting it, but you guys can hear it right now. So we went to the famous, it's a famous gem of Silicon Valley. Right off of the famous Sand Hill Road, there's a place called the Rosewood. It's a place where a lot of different VCs gather, and one of our friends was having a birthday there last night. To be honest, he's not like a close friend with me. I don't really know him that well. Like, I know who he is, but close friends with some of my close friends. So we headed to the Rosewood, and guys, before I continue the story, it looks like we're on the right track because we just hit Polk. So I think we'll cross and then hope that we are still on the right track here. Okay. And so we're at the Rosewood, and we were there past when a lot of other people left. So it was pretty late. Didn't seem like anything was open. So Leo and I were about to call it. And then one of the other founders that we'd met at it was my first time meeting him. I don't know if Leo had met him before. We were hanging out with him, super nice guy. He said that there was this Stanford party. We didn't know it was a Stanford party at the time. We knew it was a party. And I was expecting something more low key. We get there and it's like a club vibe. Like everyone's fully decked out in costumes. It's craziness. And we're in line for a while. It's like high security. I mean, our friend, the other founder, he got there just a little bit before us. And he just was like, hey, come up with us in line. Like probably we'd be jumping in front of like maybe 4 people, 5 people. And the security guard barks at us. He's like, no, you can't jump up. Like very aggressive. We're like, okay, totally understand. We'll stay where we are in line. But just to give you guys a sense of the level of security, I have multiple security guards. And it's just pumping, and we're getting near the front. And I also have my backpack. Got my Insta360 on. And I was like, this is perfect because this is going to be part of my costume, you know? I am a nerdy cameraman. So that is the costume, and this is all part of the outfit. And so right as we're about to get to the front, one of the our buddy who was a little ahead of us, he comes back in line and he says, hey, this is a Stanford only party. So it's like for students and alumni, and none of us went to Stanford. So so we end up, we take a couple different approaches. So there's three of us, Leo, and then, yeah, me and this other guy. And so this other guy starts looking online for real Stanford IDs and someone that he looks like. I go to GPT and start trying to generate an ID. And yeah, Leo's kind of just going to wing it and try and talk his way in. So we get up to the front. Leo gets rejected right off the bat. He gets taken out of line. Leo's gone. Then this other guy goes up and he found an ID of a person online that looked exactly like him. But the craziest thing was that the ID, it was actually a girl's ID, but she just had a really short haircut and she looked enough like him. So he got in. And then I'm right behind, I'm third in line. And after I tried generating the ID, I was trying to get around the guard lines restrictions because GPT was saying that it couldn't do that. Understandably so. Didn't have high hopes, but the ID that I generated a couple IDs, and they looked awful, like just clearly not the real thing. So, but it did get my photo on. So if it had done a good job generating the ID, then I think we would have been in all right shape, maybe like a 50% chance. And so I end up getting to the front, and I know that I can't show this ID. So I call an audible and I tell the guy, hey, I forgot my ID. Can I show you a photo? Like, I've been trying to find a photo though. I just can't find it. And he looks at me, and then he looks at my buddy who just got in, remember using the woman's ID. And he said, are you with him? I was like, yeah, I'm with him. And he's like, oh, you're good. And so then I get in without showing anything. And and so Leo didn't make it in. Me and it's so bad that I'm forgetting his name right now. I met him yesterday for the first time, so can't remember his name. But you meet a lot of people. But we got in. We were having a good time. Fast forward later in the night, people are coming up. Someone comes up and she says, hey, do you ride? I'm like, ride? What does that mean? And she meant and then she pulls out her phone and shows a picture of a motorcycle, because apparently the Insta360 is used a lot on motorcycles. So some people were recognizing the camera. I had it going, so I actually got some footage here of this. Maybe if you subscribe and follow the channel, in future video you'll see it. So I got some footage of it, but then fast forward later in the night, I end up, oh my gosh, I just realized, guys, I'm getting distracted. I have no idea how many blocks I went down. I don't know where this, all right, we'll just pray that, I think we're on the right side of the street for finding it. We might have to ask someone to pull out their phone and maps, just because I can't shut this down. But yeah, fast forward in the night, and we end up, so that's, if you roll back the clock, that guy I was just telling you about, the security guard who was super aggressive. I mean, he's like very big dude, very aggressive, and yelled at us to go back in line. He comes up to me during the part, and this was after, we danced a little bit, had a, we're having a good time. Comes up to me, he says, hey, you got to take down the camera. And and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not trying to do anything, let's take it down. He's like, and you can't have that in here, like, I'm gonna have to take your backpack. I'm like, there's no way this guy's taking my backpack. So I am very respectfully saying, I'll put it away. I can't give the backpack, unfortunately. It's just like nice, expensive equipment, and can't give the backpack. He says, no, you have to, like, trust me, it'll be fine, I'll take good care of it. At this point, I don't know what's going on. I don't want this guy to take my backpack. And then I pushed again. I was like, completely understand. I I just really, I can't, like, I can leave, but I just can't give you the backpack. And he said, no, it's okay. I'm in law enforcement. Like, I'll take good care of it. And by this point, I'm just like, all right, I don't know if this guy just wants to take the footage or whatever, so I'm just trying to get out of there with my stuff. Tell him that I'll leave. And I was just going to say bye to my buddy. And yeah, went, let him know I was leaving. I left. And then I'm outside. It's like you go out to the right. The parking lot is like down to the right. So I'm walking. And I think it's like, it's all over. I'm on my way out to the parking lot. Then this guy shouts me down. The guy who had basically just kicked me out. Shouts me down and starts asking me about the camera and the footage and the type of camera I have. At this point, I'm thinking, am I going to have to like protect this gear? Like, is this guy going to try and like take the camera or take the footage? And he asked what type of camera it is. And I'm just being very nice to the guy. And I think eventually the guy felt bad because from his perspective, I was just very respectful the entire time. Like at the end, like just holding my ground. And I said, you know, I'll leave. And then he's like, you know, it's actually a really cool camera. You know, I walk my dogs in the morning. Maybe I'll get one. What kind of camera is it? And I give him all the detail. And then by the end, I felt like him and I were kind of buds because I'm very passionate about all this camera stuff and gear. So I was telling him all about it. But at that point, I was tired anyway, so I wanted to leave. But that was late last night. So then I got back and I made the cardinal sin of sleep. Yesterday was not a good day for sleep because I broke the caffeine rule. Had caffeine past noon. And then stayed out super late. And then when I got back, instead of doing the nighttime routine and showering, nice warm shower before bed, I just went straight to bed. And I don't think I fully fell asleep. Didn't get like a good rest at any point. Okay. Okay, this shit's just like falling in this bag. Ugh. I realized that when I have my laptop in the bag, it actually holds the Insta360 much better. So, guys, I'm looking down the street. I think we probably missed our turn. We're gonna have to figure out where this place is. We've got a pass here. So this is actually a 3-day pass that we've gotten a hold of. Okay, so the address is 2330 Polk Street. We're on Polk. We should be able to figure this out. Okay, that's 2507, 2511, 25. Oh, guys, we passed it. We definitely passed it. Yep, because that's 2500 and it's going up there. Unless... I think we passed it. Let's see what's going on here. All right, we got the 3-day pass. Okay. All right, right now we are looking for context. All right, 2450. Okay, we're going the right way. We're just backtracking. We were so involved in what happened yesterday that we completely missed the gym. Okay. Also, when I get in, I'm gonna probably talk a little less right when I get in because I don't want to draw too much attention to this in case they make me shut it down. So, yeah, we're gonna hit a workout. I think it'll be fun. All right, let's make sure we don't miss it the second time. Oh, wait, I see it. Guys, we literally walked right under it. You guys probably saw it if you were paying attention. So it's called Crunch Fitness. Okay. Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but I love checking out new gyms. This is going to be good. And we're going to be here the next couple of days. So we got the 3-day pass. Our buddy Leo just had this lying around. So I'll put this down. And then I'll walk in. I'll show you guys this is literally, we walked right under this and did for like 3 blocks. Yeah, so anyway, here we go. How's it going, man? Happy Halloween. I got one of these 3-day passes.
Okay, I just need your ID and then proof of San Francisco residency. So like a copy of your lease in San Francisco.
Oh, okay. My buddy who's out here, he's the one that like tossed me this. Yeah, so I need him to come down for...
So those are for local residents, right? Because we would have hundreds of tourists coming in the day
oh, for
to
sure.
work out for free.
Yeah.
But we do a $35 day fee if you'd like.
Okay. Do you have any like multi-day like passes by chance if I want to do like a couple of...
How long are you be in town for?
Through Sunday.
You could do $100 for the month, or it's gonna be $35 for a day.
Okay. So like right on the edge there. Yeah. Okay, I see. And if I do the 100 for a month, do I have to like sign up for everything, or can I just do like a 1 month? Or would I have to come back in to cancel it?
No, it's just a 1 month.
Okay, just a 1 month thing. Okay. Sounds good.
You see the sun. I don't know if you're working every day or.
Yeah.
If you do 2 days, it's 7.
Yeah. I will. Yeah, I'll just do the month. That's probably...
Okay. All right, let me grab your ID.
All right, sweet.
And I'll have you fill out the iPad.
All right. There you go.
Try that one.
All right.
That's you, Trent? No.
Oh, that's Tyson.
What's up, man? Yeah, give me 1 second. Let's see.
All righty. Sounds good. What times is the area normally most like busy or empty?
Just look at any gyms. Evening time, early morning if you're coming on a Saturday.
Okay.
So give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you?
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
How you guys? So you're doing a short term.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sign up for a month.
Okay. Did you fill that out already?
I did,
All
yeah.
right, cool. Let me help you out.
Yeah.
You out with that.
Yeah, I think he got pulled into a call, but
Don't worry about it.
appreciate it. Yeah, I was here for 3 days. I'm like, I might as well just go for the month.
No, you can do it up to 300. And it charges you $25 per month. That's frozen. But the only way you can do it is here in club or if you email the club. That's just for verification purposes and stuff like that. It has to have an email that becomes file, things like that. So you can do one of those two things. And you would want to do it. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and say do it today. Why? Because if you're trying to freeze it by tomorrow, I feel like if you get an email, they won't get to it today. You know what I mean? And then it'll be tomorrow.
All right, guys, we just signed up. Gonna hit probably some chest tries.
Yes, I would try to get to it ASAP. Maybe they can credit it or something like that. Yes, it's going to be MOD. You got a card for anybody?
Oh, yeah.
MOD 25 at Crunch.com.
All right.
Yeah. Manager on duty 205 at Crunch.com. Alright, have a good one.
Thank you.
Got you, dog. Alright, so what's going to happen next is you're going to get a welcome to Crunch email.
All right.
It's going to give you a copy of the receipt and stuff like that. And then you're going to get another one like 15 minutes after. That's going to give you credentials. It's going to say, hey, reset your passcode because you're going to log into the app. That's how you're going to check in from now on.
Okay, sounds good.
Sure.
And then at the end of the month, it'll auto cancel.
Yeah, auto cancels auto cancel the 30th of November.
All right, awesome.
Actually, the first of, I mean, it's going to be December. The 1st of December.
Okay, it'll auto
It's only
cancel.
30 days. Yeah, it's 30th.
All right, sweet.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So, big lot goes right up here to this here to the left. All the cardio's upstairs.
Okay.
It's going to be the main workout floor. Then if you go behind that, it's a big turf area, squat racks, all that stuff. All right.
Sweet. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Oh, also, quick question. I guess I can get the card back out. Grab a drink over there.
You have the card on top.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
What's your phone number?
301 785 1671. All right. Where do I?
Give me a second, sir.
Oh. All good. Very festive in here. I like it.
What was your phone number again?
301 785.
Just want to use the card on file. That card's good.
Yep. Perfect.
Good, buddy.
All right. Thank you, man.
You doing?
You too. Oh. All right, guys, we're gonna get situated here and also figure out what we want to hit. I'm thinking, all right, that's right. We'll hit trap shoulders. Gonna set this bad boy up. All right, this is definitely not the best angle, but we're gonna go for it. It's been a little bit since we hit a shoulder focus day. All right, so gonna warm up the rotator cuffs a little bit, and then I think since we walked here, it almost is like we did a little bit of our warm-up cardio. But we'll probably go up to, we'll see how we feel during warm-up. Probably go up to like 80s, if I was to guess, 80s on our working sets. After we warm up our shoulders, probably do like 2 climbing sets, just low rep. So all right, this angle's pretty shitty, so I'm gonna move this over here. All right, we finally got a good angle. So I think we're gonna just hit a lot of shoulders here I'm gonna do 65. See how this feels. Then I'm thinking go up to 80. Oh my gosh. It's kind of crazy we just like last minute called the audible to hit the gym. I just feel like it was one of those things. As you guys can probably tell, I'm pretty exhausted right now. And so it's like I need to do something. Like get the blood pumping somehow. Because we didn't work out the past couple of days because we were at events all day. We also didn't bring gym clothes, really. This is Leo's shirt, and we got these shoes that we were wearing at the events. All right. 65s. Okay. The 80s were actually in use, so we grabbed 75s. But now the 80s are available. So I think we're gonna hit the 80s right now, but we're gonna keep these 75s. Depending on how heavy the 80s feel. I think it's so funny. I don't think I mentioned this when I was on stream, but I was staying in Palo Alto the past couple of days, and I was actually planning on staying there until Sunday, or leaving Sunday or leaving Monday. Initially it was Monday. Then I was like, you know what, we'll leave on Sunday. And the way that we worked it out is staying at their place. They have a guest house, but they want help walking the dogs in the morning and at night, which doesn't sound that difficult. But when you're out in Palo Alto and all the stuff's happening in San Francisco, it's like you have to plan around an hour drive to get back out to hit, to basically just go and get to Palo Alto to walk these dogs. And so tonight's Halloween and I didn't want to wake up tomorrow to walk these dogs. So I texted them earlier today saying that I was just going to leave and stay at my buddy's place. It's actually more convenient because he's in San Francisco. Okay. All right, we got the 80s here. That didn't feel good. I think I'm gonna put the 80s back and stick with 75s. we started with shoulders, but I feel like kind of want to get some cardio in too. We do cardio. We'll do some cardio at the end. Yo, you're crushing it with that incline, man.
Oh, I just trying to get back into shape at this point because went on vacation and like for a few weeks, and I feel like every time coming back it's like rough to start feeling like the muscles again and getting everything sore again.
Dude, I feel the exact same way, except sometimes, you know, when you go on vacation, you like eat a ton.
Yeah.
And then I almost come back stronger. I'm like, okay, well, I definitely, it wasn't good for the cut, but came back with a little extra strength.
Yeah, I feel you. And I like the concept of like overtraining hard right before going on vacation.
Yes, dude.
And then by the time
That's
you
the
come
that's
back,
the key.
You look raw, and you're like, what? I
Yeah.
been taking
Well,
off.
you know what you're doing, clearly, but yeah.
You do too, man. You look good.
Appreciate it, man.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen you around here. It's like your first time at the gym, or you...
Yeah, this is my first time. I just, I'm here for some events in San Francisco, like tech stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was away, didn't work out for the past couple days. So just asked my buddy that I was staying with, like, hey, are there any gyms around here?
This is kind of unfortunately the best one. I feel like there's, you know.
Oh, so I picked well.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. Because, dude, there were so many gyms around here. Like, I wasn't sure which one to go to. And he had a pass for this one.
Yeah.
But then you had to be a resident here. So I just bought a month.
Yeah.
Which is actually, like, probably perfect because I think I might be back again later this month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is... I mean, the next best gym is probably, like, Equinox, which... I feel like people aren't there to lift, which kind of like changes the whole vibe.
Yeah, you need like a gym with people, like for that motivation. Yeah.
Exactly. People got to be pushing or moving, at least trying hard. At least like not just talk, you know, like I don't know, something about Equinox. I don't know. Like I was there for like a year and then I just moved here and never looked back. So
yeah, I mean, this is when I came out to the gym, I just saw Crunch Fitness. I'd never been in a Crunch.
Yeah.
When I walked in, it's like pleasantly surprised. Yeah. Like, oh, this is a solid. Like a serious operation here.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, because you never know what you're gonna get when you're on the road.
Yeah. Are you from like this area, or were you like originally like? Or you just hop around all around?
I hop around a lot, but I'm like based out of Santa Monica. So I on a whim, a couple days ago, was like, I'm gonna go to San Francisco. Just came out here, or like Palo Alto, and now here. But yeah, man. Cool. Maybe I'll see you around the gym sometime. William.
William? I'm Nick.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to see you.
All right, guys. We're gonna rep this out, 75s. All right, we're gonna go for, see if we can get 12. I hit some solid reps, get 12 here. Oh man. We went for the 12. Got nowhere near it. I think we got, what was that, 10? 9 or 10? After the fifth rep, I knew we were fucked on that, to be honest with you. Like, you just kind of know. Actually, after the second rep, I knew. It felt really heavy. If we had gone down to the 70s on that set, I think we would have hit the 12 though. That was overly ambitious. Oh. All right. Since we hit like 8 to 10, yeah, I think we can stick at this. I think we'll get probably like 6 on this next one. If I was to guess, probably 6. We'll obviously go for more. Also, just so you guys get a sense of how I normally do the workouts, this one's a little different because I'd want to normally do like a little bit of like cardio, warm up, but we walked over here and I just kind of saw that this was a spot where I could put everything down and like keep you guys in the workout. So started with the compound lift. We didn't warm up much, which like this amount of warm up's fine, but it really is better if you get the blood pumping more because you don't want to get injured or anything. So normally start with cardio, but we do this. This is a compound lift, which means that like these are things like bench, squat, deadlift. It's like you can move more weight on them. And I normally like to start off with like any type of compound because then it's easier to track your actual strength over time. You start with a compound or you do it later on, you might tire yourself out from like these tiny, like more ancillary workouts. And then you don't really see if you're progressing. So we've been doing this for a bit. We'll hit one more on this compound and then we'll go to some isolation, like slightly more isolation work. Or, you know, if we're really feeling it and we want to hit another compound and there's a bench, then we can do some incline dumbbell. So we'll see. I forgot to count on that one. I think we hit it though. Maybe we hit 5. All right. Okay, so the next one we're doing here is just lateral raises. Pretty simple. I normally do them standing, but just because I don't want to have to fuck around with the view of the camera here for the stream, I'll do them sitting. You can do them sitting or standing. So yeah, we'll do sitting, and we'll also superset it with rear lateral raises. We're gonna do upright and then bent over. So when you're bent over, you're hitting more of the back. What's the third head called? Oh, your rear delt. And then, yeah, when you're upright, you're hitting your medial delt. So I was doing both seated. We're using 45s on this, which is maybe a little heavy, but for the first set, we'll be fine. All right, now we're gonna go rear delt. All right. That was a little too heavy. I think you can probably, at least for me, I could probably do like 5 more pounds if I'm standing. So on this next one, I'll start standing and then I'll go to the seated bent over. All right, guys, so forgot to mention it. Maybe I mentioned it a little bit, but tonight we're going to a Halloween party. We brought our costume from LA, so we are going as, same thing we went as last year, because we forgot to buy a costume. We're going as Winnie the Pooh, okay? Winnie the Pooh costume, it's an amazing costume, very versatile costume. First off, you can do it in a group. So let's say that you and your boys, or you got a crew that you all want to go out, and you don't want to do like directly matching costumes because then that's a little overboard. But maybe you could be Winnie the Pooh, one of your other boys is Piglet, another one could be Eeyore, you know. You could even like sprinkle in a Tigger into the mix, you know. So it's a good group outfit, group costume outfit. And then also they're big onesies, right? So depending on where you're going out, the temperature, you can stay pretty warm in the onesie, but if you get hot, you can unbutton it, and then it turns from Winnie the Pooh into sexy Winnie the Pooh, or whatever you're like, you know, sexy Eeyore, sexy Piglet. So it's a great costume. I highly recommend checking it out. All right, we're going to do standing lateral raises this time and then go seated. All right, now the rear, bent over. The bent over ones feel really heavy because it's a smaller muscle group. So, I mean, especially after I'm hitting the lateral raises, I'm actually using my trap a little bit. So it's not like super strict, just rear lateral raises, but it's fun. I feel like as long as you feel it working something, then that's good. So when I'm doing it, like I'm trying to focus on hitting you want to focus on hitting the third head of the shoulder, the back shoulder, but if you need a little help, feel free to swing it, do whatever you need to do to get a good pump in. Okay, we're gonna hit something else here. It's interesting now figuring out what to hit because I gotta like plan it so you guys can see it. Okay, guys, I just had a phenomenal idea. It's a little change up than the initial plan, but I was just thinking, we don't even have, like, we're busy. We might not even be able to work out tomorrow, and we haven't hit a lot of things, a lot of body parts, so I'm actually thinking we call like a little audible and hit more full body. Then that's also gonna be easier too, because then whatever equipment or things we need to hit, it pretty much opens everything up. So I'm gonna do one thing like pull-ups here, and then we're gonna hit multiple stuff. I'm gonna hit pull-ups. We're gonna hit pull-ups and then dips. All right. Oh, I think that was 20 pull-ups. All right. So now that we've looped in some back buys here, just hit some pull-ups. I'm gonna do some rows. I think we're gonna go pretty heavy on these. Actually, let's just make sure that this is a good weight. Ooh. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be heavy. Oh, I just realized we left our bottle. I'll be right back. All right. Here we go. I honestly have no clue what we're gonna get on this, but we're gonna go until failure, and that's our only game plan. If I was to guess, I'm gonna guess we're gonna get 10. We're gonna push it hard. We'll see if we can do it. Okay. I think that was like 15. We crushed that. Also, another thing, you guys will probably see me take my hair in and out of the bun. I like the bun. I like it a lot. The one downside is that when I'm working out and starting to sweat, it's much more comfortable to have the hair down. So every once in a while, I'll let it down. Kind of like air it out. When it's compact tight, I feel like I start to like sweat more. It's less comfortable. Actually, guys, you know what? I think let's try and get some dips going. In the chat, put however many dips you think I can get. Put your predictions in the chat. Earlier, I hit 20 pull-ups. So feel free to use that information to make a guess on the dips. How many dips you think we'll hit? We hit 20 pull-ups. Feel free to put your guesses in. In case you guys don't know what a dip is, I mean, you guys probably know what a dip is, but it's basically this thing here. All right, the dip. Let's see. I'm gonna need to get another phone so I can actually read these things while I'm out and about and respond to you guys. So keep following the stream. I will get another phone, and then I will actually be able to respond to you guys in the chat when I get that. But you guys all put in your guesses. I am going to guess that I'm going to get 40 dips. So we'll see. See if I can hit the 40. I'm going to let my arms chill for a bit. And just make sure that All right, we're going. I'm gonna go for as many as I can. We'll see. 40 is my honest guess, but I don't know at this point in the workout. All right. If I counted right, we did, I think we did 62. Or no, 50. 15 times 4. Yeah, I think we did 62. Because I counted 4s in my head. And we did 15 times 4, which is 60. And then I did 16, 16 in my mind because I count 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. So that's how I was counting them. And we got 15 and then 16, 16. So 62. So we crushed what I thought. I thought since we hit some triceps and some other stuff first, that we'd get less reps. But it's almost like we hit them fresh. The 62, I feel like that's what I'd get if I was like fully fresh. So we also tried hitting them faster. So that was another thing. Because I didn't want to embarrass myself and get completely undercut the 40. So I was just hitting them fast, which allows you to get more if you have hit the reps a lot faster. So the 20 pull-ups, 62 dips. Technically, those are like compound lifts. It's just that when we normally hit them, we'll hit weighted dips and we'll hit weighted pull-ups. So on the pull-ups, we'll normally use like a 45. On that type of a grip though, where it's like a good grip to be able to hit a lot, we could probably go up to almost 2 plates if we're going lower rep. Like by weighted, I mean like you have the belt and then off the belt, like put some plates in to add some weight. And then on the dips, we go for, basically 3 plates on us. Like if we're just going for our working sets. Last workout, we went for 4 plates, like 4 45-pound weights on the belt. It was the first time I attempted and hit it successfully, and we got 4 plates for 2 reps. So that's why it's like this, when you're hitting this many reps, it's really, really light, but you're getting like a ton of reps. So. All right. Yeah. All right, now we're just gonna do some pull downs. See how heavy this is. Holy shit. This isn't normal weight. These weights on this machine are not showing accurately. That is way heavier. Oh. Okay, what does this say it's at? All right, well, at this point in the workout, we're just going non-compound lifts. We're just gonna go until we're getting a good pump where we're gonna feel sore tomorrow. All right. This feels really fucking heavy. I don't know. All right, that's probably right. We'll go with this weight. It also probably feels heavier because we just hit a ton of triceps on the dips, but yeah. This is, at least compared to the ones that I normally hit at like John Reed and other places, this is probably like 2x that. That's like, it feels like about 140, even though it's showing up as not that much down the stack. All right, I think after this next one, our triceps are actually going to be pretty sore. I think we'll be good to go on that. And then, I mean, at that point, we've hit a lot of the upper body. If we want to hit a little bit more back, I think back and chest are going to be the two things that might not be all that sore. So we can do some type of isolation there and just push those to failure. We're going to push this one to failure, and then I think we're good on triceps. All right. Gonna get some water real quick, and then we'll hit a little chest or back or both, and then I think we're good to go to cardio. Let's do a lap around the gym. Just make sure. Almost went up the stairs to the women's locker room. Might be a little crowded down here. All right. Looks like both chest machines are taken. I'm surprised by how crowded this gym is. It's like during the day. I feel like people should be working right now. All right. All right, guys, we're gonna call another audible. All the machines that we wanted were taken. So we're gonna hit abs and do it just from hanging leg raises. We're just gonna warm up the hip flexors a little bit. Because when we hit abs, we hit them a little bit. And so, but what we're doing is gonna hit our abs, but it's also gonna work on our grip strength. So I'm gonna reverse, hang by the other side, the opposite of what we did for the pull-ups. And there are these little like rock climbing like grips. So it's a lot harder to hold onto versus the bar. So that's gonna work our grip strength. Honestly, at this point in the workout, I think our grip strength is gonna give out on that grip before our abs do. We'll see, but that would be my guess. And I'm gonna go for, I'm just gonna try and hit the reps quickly. Whew. Oh man. So I think we got about 42. Is that right? Maybe a bit more. But I was right about my grip strength giving out. But they gave out around the same time, probably. I don't know. Holding on to that felt... I mean, at this point in the workout, it's like, that's probably giving up first. What's up, guys? I'm trying to read the chat, but I can't. It's just so tiny. We're trying to figure out how to get upstairs. Actually, oh, I think I figured it out. This gym is almost like a little maze.
That's what I gotta be better about.
All right. What the fuck? All right. Having some equipment issues. I'm gonna get it back in a sec. Okay. Now we're gonna do some cardio. Oh. Okay. There we go. feel like this is tilted right now. Holy shit. Whew. It feels so funny whenever. This is actually something new to me where I've been doing cardio while just biking, like holding this. All right. This is what we got here. It's like we're playing a little game, guys. Obviously, we got to up this level. Level 1 be way too easy for us. We go to level 7. Okay, I think level 7's good. Actually, I feel like we could go a little faster. We got to get the RPMs up. Okay. So, guys, I'll check the chat after, but let me know what you think. If you like the gym workouts, I'll keep doing them. Definitely going to keep doing the events, because the events are fun. The gym is a little harder because I feel like it affects the workout, because there are just some times where I'm not going to be able to find a good place to put the camera. We may do today, but can't be sacrificing the gains, the future gains, by having to always restrict our workouts to places that are open enough to film. So just because it's Friday and we're almost done with the week, I'll do some reflections for you, and then we can finish up the workout. So I'm gonna do some cardio, like the next 10 minutes. We'll just catch up and then we'll get going. So earlier this week, drove out on a whim. We hit Stanford's campus trying to recruit top talent for MyWorker AI, MyWorker.ai, and Sazmining. We're just spreading the gospel, letting people know that there is an opportunity to mine Bitcoin, not just buy Bitcoin, with Sazmining. So we had a bunch of conversations, spoke with people on campus, and it actually, I think there is a big benefit to just going and telling people about what you're doing, even if it isn't leading to, like, say you get a key hire, you get, I don't know, funding, whatever it is. Even if none of those things happen, there's like an invisible benefit that you get from being able to go to events, or just like what we did on campus, where you're talking with a bunch of people about what you're building, how it works. Like, why should people care, right? And I realized actually that since I hadn't been preparing anything, some of the stuff that we had, some of the ways that I was explaining things just probably weren't the most ideal way to explain it. And so it was good to be able to get some reps in on, how to answer just a simple question like, what does MyWorker do? It's a question that you're going to get all the time if you're building. But I think honing in and actually thinking through explaining it the way that I pitched it the other day, that's probably the best way to do it. Like probably what's going to resonate the most. So it's basically what I started doing. And I think it resonated better. I think if you looked at how we were explaining MyWorker to the first couple people we met on campus to how we're explaining it now, it's getting better. I'm trying to move away from making it super simple where I was just saying like, hey, our value prop is we get your customers on calls, to instead saying it's the world's first AI sales team as a service. It's like giving founders a full stack outbound sales team, because the game's rigged against you if you don't have a large enterprise sales team. And our software will do all that work, research, personalization, and actually outreaching to get your dream customers on calls. And that seems to land a lot better than, we get your customers on calls. So a little longer, but I think more effective. In terms of my overall thoughts on the companies as a whole at the moment, I think that there's definitely a lot on our plate. You guys are actually getting a lot of me from these streams, but there's a lot of follow-ups, catching up, things to actually get done. Doing my best to keep that moving forward whenever we're not on stream. But I think this stuff is actually super important, and it's in the day-to-day of what I'm already doing. Already going to the gym. Only difference is instead of chatting with you guys, I am normally just responding to those messages on my phone. So I actually need to work a little longer to stay up to date with everything, but capturing this content is definitely worth it. Giving you guys the behind the scenes look. Oh my gosh. Guys, there's a massive TV screen up here. And I thought that these two were like related and they're looking at one another. And then all of a sudden they started making out. Okay, I'm gonna pick up the pace a little bit on this bike. We're getting a little too leisurely. If at any point I'm going under 70 RPMs, then you know that we're really dogging it. So get the energy up a little bit. Get a little bit of a sweat going. Also, for those of you guys watching, I'm genuinely very, very curious of your thoughts on the stream and what might make it better. And, how you guys like these out and about in-person streams versus how you guys like the, sitting behind the desktop. Past few days we've been doing in person, but previously we were doing desktop, just sitting in front of a computer screen all day. I am curious because when I look at the data, like the analytics, it's hard to tell. They seem pretty similar. Granted, it's not like a big audience or anything, so it's hard to actually know if there's any statistically significant data, but it's interesting. I feel like out and about is, at least for me, way more fun to actually do and record. But I think naturally I'm very extroverted, so sitting behind a screen all day is not my favorite way to spend a day. And also, another thing. So, we're out here recruiting talent for MyWorker, but we're also trying to connect with some good potential investors. We haven't kicked off a round yet, but trying to build up the Rolodex, you know? Try and get the Rolodex all set up so when we do go and kick off a round and do outreach and try and find some investors, ideally we're in a good spot at that point where we can select the lead and then just pull together a great round. The other thing about this gym, actually I'll show you after I finish this little cardio session, but it almost looks like we're on a movie set right now. It actually is aesthetically just a very cool looking gym. It's almost like you're in a theater mixed with like a nightclub mixed with a gym. I can actually show you a little bit more. Look. This type of stuff is giving theater vibes, you know? Like there. Like also, there is like a big projector TV on the front. So that's why I'm getting theater vibes. This is gym vibes. And then look at the lights down there. You can kind of see. So it gives the nightclub DJ vibes. All right, so trying to recap the workout. I think we hit a little bit of everything. We got the max weight we were doing on the shoulder dumbbell press was 80s. So we were doing 80s for that. We were doing 45-pound supersets with the lateral raises and the bent over lateral, like rear delt raises. And then we went over, we did pull-ups, hit 20 pull-ups. We did some rows. Forget the exact weight on the rows. I think it was like maybe 260 something. So we hit some seated rows. And then we went and hit some dips. On the dips, we got 62 dips. And then after the dips, we did the tricep extensions. I have no idea what weight that was because the weight seemed off, but I would guess around 140. And then we did the hanging ab raises. We got 40 something of those. I guess I can always go and check, like double check how many we got, but I think we got 40 something. And then we went and hit, or actually after the hanging abs, is that our last exercise? I think that might have been, because we were walking around for a bit, scoping out the gym. and all the stuff. Yeah, because we wanted to do back or chest, but literally everything was taken. Or all the machines, things we wanted to do were taken there. We could hit potentially some chest up here. I just don't see a good angle I could give you guys though. Okay. You know, for being very sleep deprived, I think that those are pretty solid stats. At least we got out and did something. This was a different type of workout though, because we didn't have our weighted belt. So normally we're used to doing weighted pull-ups or weighted dips. We just didn't have that today. So we just went like super high rep. I mean, yeah, a very high rep. So it's a good change up, I would say. Doing a quick battery check. All right, guys, we got plenty of battery. We're chilling. Also, guys, if you know of any good potential builders, founders, or people that you think I should reach out to interview or chat with, then also hit me up with that, because I think that, yeah, I like the out and about spontaneity, walking around doing these streams, going to tech events. But it is kind of like a shot in the dark to a certain extent. Like you don't know who you're going to run into. Which makes it fun, but maybe there are some people that you guys know that this would be a really interesting chat, like someone that I should speak with. And if you do, then I'll chat with them. If you know where they are too, I could also just show up. And try and talk our way in, so we can make it happen. I'm really curious what movie this is. It's like a big war scene going down here. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of want to hit one more like lift. I feel like we could try hitting just like one random set of incline chest press. Just like go for one set, you know, kind of late in the workout. Don't have to go crazy on the weight, but just go hit one set. Always clean the machines, guys. Can't be leaving dirty machines. All right. Oh shit, my shoelace is untied. Second here.
It'll be easy to work with. So definitely, I will talk to you. I'll see you on Monday.
Okay, this is the only one that hits what we want that's available right now, so we're just gonna hit this one. It's gonna be a weird angle, but I'm just gonna do like two sets. I don't know who was hitting this before, but they were using a solid amount of weight. All right. Last set, baby. Last set. We're going to rest for like 1 minute, hit this set, and then go back to Leo's. Guys, we really lucked out on finding this gym. Honestly, as far as gyms go, especially gyms on the road, this one is like perfect. Next time I stream a workout, I'm gonna, actually, you know what? I might hit this again. Maybe we hit legs. Hit legs in our non-gym shoes. But maybe we hit legs tomorrow. Okay, so maybe one more workout on stream here. But I'm really excited to start streaming in the gym we normally go to, John Reed. The other thing that seems to be good about this gym too is that the connection from the hotspot's working well. Okay. Last one. We're moving up the seat a little bit. Oh. Okay. Last set. All right, guys. That's a wrap. Thank you. Have a good one.
All right, buddy. Have a good one, man.
Take care.
Yes, sir.
Yep. All right, guys. That was a solid workout. We definitely didn't push it hard on the cardio, but able to get the blood pumping. I think there's a coffee shop around here too we can go to. All right, we're gonna see if we can find our way back. So we're on Polk. Oh man. That's the other thing about hitting. Actually, I think I want to start hitting it earlier than we hit it today, but I just feel so much better after hitting the gym. Everything just feels easier. Okay, found a coffee shop. Hey, how's it going?
Good. Are you filming?
I'm just live streaming. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be right out in a second.
Also,
I was just grabbing a.
baristas and we're all good.
Oh yeah, it's facing me. Yeah, really close up on my chest at the moment.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah.
We're filming here, just not the baristas, and we're all good.
All right, sounds good.
What can I get for you?
I'm just gonna go for a large black coffee.
Okay. Any cream or sugar in there?
I'll just take it straight.
Anything else for you?
That's it.
And what's a good name to call out?
William.
William. 13579. All right, 633 for you.
Awesome.
I'll have it right now.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Yeah.
This is a very fun coffee shop. Is this like a chain or is this a one of one?
It is a chain, but a smaller one. So we started in San Francisco on Mission Street, actually.
Okay.
And we've only been in the Bay Area for a super long time. We just started opening some in SoCal, and then the other area we have a bunch going is in Chicago.
Okay.
So that's kind of fun for me because I'm from Chicago. So I'm like, oh,
Nice.
it's the Bay Area in Chicago.
It's like it was made for you.
Yes, right? I know, that's what I said. I was like, give me the job. It's good for me.
Yeah, it's like if you're gonna hire anyone, I think I'm your girl.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, it's like, it's a chain, but it's still like a San Francisco original company. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
And
very
everything's
cool.
pour over, so it's like 1 cup at a time. Yeah, it's really strong coffee. So,
Oh, perfect.
people
That's right
definitely
up
like
my
it.
alley. Yeah.
Yes, we get a lot of regulars. So yeah, it's your first time here?
Yeah. I actually was just stopping by SF for like a few days and
Nice.
yeah, just checked out Crunch Fitness.
Okay, cool. It's
Yeah.
in like one of those old like theaters, right? They
I
repurposed
was
the
literally talking about this where I said this looks like a mix of a theater
Yes.
and a club and a gym.
right?
It's a really cool vibe.
All their locations are really cool and like old like indie theaters that they kind of like took over, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Is that their thing that they?
I don't know. I'm not a member, but
Because I've heard of them before at other locations, but I've never been. Today was my first
at
time.
least 2 of their locations are like that. So I don't know if it's like fully their thing or they just happen to have a couple, but
Very cool.
well, you made it to an SF Classic coffee shop.
Yes, I'm glad I made it in. I just finished up walking back to my buddy's place, and I was just saying I hope I find a good coffee shop. So this was
Yes,
perfect.
Awesome. Well, the thing about those is we're down to adjust it, so if it's not to your liking, like I can add cream, I can add sugar, it's full service.
All right, awesome. And then do you guys have the what is it? What are those called? The sleeves, yeah.
We don't have sleeves. I do have like a double cup.
Oh, double cupping would be awesome. Yeah.
Awesome. And then here's a lid. We do it like without because we're like take a sip and make sure it's perfect. That
Oh,
type of thing. So-
you know, I'm sure it looks perfect.
Okay, cool.
I'll just go for the lid right off the bat.
Awesome. Well, nice to meet you.
All
Have
right.
a great day.
Yep. Have a nice day.
Are you gonna get the lid? Yeah. I'll come in.
All right. So, got our coffee. Imagine if we'd gotten kicked out of the coffee shop. My God. Yeah, but you guys know, we weren't filming the barista. We were just streaming. Okay, so we're on our way to Leo's spot. I actually can't remember. We're gonna look for clues, context clues, see if we can locate his spot. Guys, this is actually a fun area. Seems like a good place to just go for a nice little stroll. I'm not even going to shout out the billboards, but one of our company's competitors, they have these billboards all over the place in SF. They raised from some big VCs, and they just plaster billboards everywhere. Actually, I have a game plan to get back to this place. I remember we went like 2 or 3 blocks down. We go 2 more down, and then we'll just ideally just end up hitting a street when we're walking. Oh, she wasn't kidding. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe that was just a bad first sip. I mean, on the bright side, it's probably very strong, which is why it tastes like this. She gave me the lid just straight off in case they need to dilute it. Maybe I should have taken a sip first. Maybe it was just a bad sip. Let's see. You know what? I actually think it was just a bad sip. The first sip took me by surprise, but it's actually good. There's false alarm. It's like a very, how do I even describe it? Like a very unique taste of coffee. It's very dark, very earthy. Very earthy, almost like soil. Not that I've ever eaten soil, but if I was to imagine what soil might taste like, it would be somewhat similar to this. It's almost like if someone made a soil coffee and then added a hint of nuts. Just a hint. Soil coffee with a hint of nuts, but also very, regal, like regal coffee. So it's almost as if the person who invented it was from a very wealthy kingdom, and they decided that they needed to make a new type of coffee, and they made it out of soil, tossed in a hint of cashew, and then created this coffee. Yes, the more I taste it now, the more that I think that is an apt description of how this tastes. All right, guys, we found the street. We found it. I think we're gonna make it. big question is whether we end the stream or keep it going. I mean, I've had an action-packed stream, so might be good to just end while we're on a nice coffee high here. One thing that actually sounds really fun, we're not gonna do it right now, but I almost wanna just hop in a Waymo to nowhere, you know? Just chill in a Waymo, crank some tunes, go around in circles, I don't know. But we got stuff to do. Okay. Okay, game plan for the rest of the day. We're about to hop off stream. We might stream later. The reason why I want to get as much streaming on the go right now before the end, like actually as of today, is because we have a plan, a hotspot data plan, and every month it renews. And we did not use nearly enough of our data this month. So I'm thinking that we're gonna have to up our data usage. Actually, you know what? I just came up with an idea. We could try rebooting the stream at a very high quality and just start eating into that data plan. And we might as well, because we got to use it up. Can't let it go to waste. Maybe we just walk around downtown. This is like additional cardio, guys. Another hill here. Hair in my mouth. All right, let's see here. Okay, guys. Okay. Time to think. Highest leverage activities that I can get done today. One is finishing getting some feedback from potential enterprise customers. We need to tie down some of our enterprise customers to help us really scale MyWorker. So I think that's actually number one. Guys, did we walk past it? I'm so lost. Oh wait, no. No, I think we need one more block. One more block. Also, you know, you guys always see me behind a desktop, right? It's the first time you've seen a live workout. So was this what you expected? You know, we talk about fitness. You guys have never seen me walk the walk out here at the gym. You know, we weren't lifting heavy weights today, but putting in some numbers. You guys got the baseline stats. Imagine it was a video game and your character has certain baseline stats on the fitness side. I would say that we're in a solid category when it comes to this. You're coming in with some good strength stats. So we're doing that. Next, you know what we got to do? We got to actually test our cardio, like in an actual, I don't know, maybe like a mile test or something. I think a mile might be good. We could do a 5K. Maybe even do like a half marathon if we're really feeling up for it. Okay. I think my Insta360 might be dead or is about to die, so let me get that fixed. Oh no,